there. Last I heard was 10.
Hey, oh, we got
More still in the room now.
Monday don't show up. We got 3. Wow. Yeah.
Calling the October 6th, 2025 meeting of the North Vernon Utility Service Board to order. This time we'll stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roger Hughes.
Here.
Don Stewart.
Here.
Terry Thompson.
Here.
Lindsay Morris. Matt Hurley.
At this time, may I have the motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Second. You were not here. Okay, we have a problem. We cannot approve the minutes. Roger cannot vote because he was not here. And there are only 2 of us. We do not have a quorum on this vote.
Hey Sue, what do we need to do?
What you got to do is you just have to, that's in the minutes, and you will take it up at the next.
I would think you'd be able to take them to.
Can you not hear me?
About over.
Can you hear me?
Sue, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
Also, while she
Cover.
figures that out, Russell just pointed out, I made a mistake on the agenda. It has a public comment on it. We do not.
Okay.
No.
Can you hear me now? I've got everything unmuted.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Okay. Okay, so we did, yes, can you hear us?
Sue?
I don't get.
Can you hear us, Sue?
Hang on. Let's see here.
Sue?
Settings. Bluetooth on. Connected on my laptop.
Yeah. Hello? Sue?
My God, I don't even hear anything now.
What you're going to have to do is approve them both next meeting.
That's what I was thinking.
Pardon me?
That's what you're going to have to do is approve them both next meeting.
Yeah. Let's move on. We can't jack around this all night.
Okay, that's on.
Stormwater,
I don't even get his sound now.
not a lot going on. I mean, there are, looks like they're gearing up for Blacktop North Elm and Jennings Street and Poplar this week. It looks like they're getting them all milled. So those will take care of, hopefully. I don't really have much else on storm. You know, the other thing, only other thing on storm is I think we need to start thinking about that if you're gonna do any storm, there needs to be some type of permit so we know what's going on and where it's going. Run into a little issue over there where Lil is, the trailer park's hard contractor to put in some storm pipe, but it's going into the drainage swale, which runs down by Centra, and there's already some issues on there. So, but by the time we got word of it, it was too late to do much about it. But I just think that maybe if they're going to do any storm work, then there needs to be some permit. I'm not saying it needs to have a fee, but it needs to kind of go through so we know what's going on. If you're adding anything to it.
On new construction, like up here where Wawa's was going to go, how do they handle?
They have to fill it. New construction, they have to fill out a stormwater report.
Mm-hmm.
They have to run their calculations and all that. We're just talking about, they got water standing in a trailer park, and we're just going to run a pipe over here and drain it.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that we don't know about.
How
New
can
construction, there's new construction in the stormwater ordinance. There's a process.
Right. But on situations like you're talking about in the trailer park, how can we know about
I don't know. That's going to take some thought.
it? I agree. I think there should be something so we know what's going on and we can give proper direction as to where that water should go rather than just pumping it into a situation that's already
I mean,
exacerbated.
we was able to change it a little bit to where it doesn't go directly in that ditch. It's going to go short and it'll spread out some,
Mhm.
so it won't be just like a straight shot. But there was a chance that if it hadn't have been called in to locate, we wouldn't even known anything about it. Unless Will would have seen it out his front door or something.
I did. I watched most of Saturday.
So just
So
a thought.
that's something we need to put some thought into. Figure out how we can keep an eye on that situation.
Right. Wastewater collection system. We got the pump back from rebuilding at, Casey's lift station. I mean, really, we got pictures today of the tear down, and it's probably had 500 wipes wrapped around it. It's probably what took the seal out. Friday, I think it's Friday, we had to pull one at Twin Oaks, and that was all wrong with it. It had 5 or 6 wipes wrapped around it. Which if you don't catch it pulling high amps, if you don't get it pulled, then it's going to take out the seal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But I don't know how we've tried to educate, that they're not flushable.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you stop it.
I don't either.
I mean, almost the point is, do you need a muffin monster to grind up everything as it comes in the lift station? But you're talking, $60,000 lift station to do that. So, I mean, really, this it's the number one problem in the state of Indiana, or probably in the world, is wipes.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get called on a lateral backup, or it's either wipes or grease, maybe both. But we've put stuff in the bill, we've put stuff in the newsletter,
Oh, I know.
on the website.
Yeah.
They don't care. They see that thing where it says flushable, and they're going to flush it.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And we got another pump that I had to pull today down in Northeast, and it's a difficult one to pull because it's through that 36-inch door down in the basement. So you got to lift it up, get it over the handrail, and really needs to, what we need to do is cut a hole in that wall and put a double door there so you can get to it.
Where is this?
Down with the quarry, that brick building there by the quarry. Yeah, it's we got it out, so that'll be tore down this week. So, other thing on collection system, we've been having issues on the line at out in the Chinese subway area. Andy Gosman is hard day and sun to put in grease traps in the Chinese restaurant. They had grease traps in there, but some ways somebody's taken the baffles out of them, so the water's just running straight. It's bad. It's really bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
I sampled it last week. I haven't got the results back on the sampling, but it's going to be 500 plus, and our limit's 100. So,
Hey, going back to that, what you was talking about on the stuff in the sewer, the pumps and stuff. How often do you have issues? Every 6 months to a year?
I mean, it just varies, Roger.
Okay.
I mean, we're trying to pull everything once a year and change the oil, change the antifreeze,
And even in that time, you're seeing a lot of stuff you're pulling off even then, aren't you?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know it was all wrapped around the top part of the impeller on the one on Casey's. We didn't know it till Steve up at Hoosier or Columbus Industrial tore it apart. He always takes pictures of what he finds and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I don't think I have anything else on collections. Well, it looks like they got the force main in for the lookout sewer. For the lookout, we're going to put the restroom up there at that lookout. Know where the lookout's at?
No.
The overlook path at the
The overlook, I guess it's called.
The overlook.
Up here on
Yeah.
the backside of the quarry.
Oh, okay.
We're putting a restroom
on
up
Fourth
there,
Street.
and they bored a force main from there over and tied it into the manhole there from the beverage company. I think the force main's in. I'm not sure if it's in the manhole yet or not. I know it's in. So, and I assume they're going to be doing the same for that Roberts. It's borders Heritage. It's going to hook into Heritage instead of getting a variance on the septic tank. So, and at the council meeting, they give the golf course a waiver to put a restroom on the back 9. We're going to put a mound system back there because if we tried to bore it, you're looking 3,000 feet, and Lord knows how many irrigation lines we would take out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the council approved them to put a mound system back there for that restroom for the back 9.
Interesting. If they ever get a playable again.
I don't really have anything else on collections, I don't think. Plant's been running, pretty good. It's been running good. We haven't had any issues. We did last week where we have to do a study every year. It's called a DMRQA, where we got to buy samples from a company that knows what the results are. We've got to run them and we got to send it in. I mean, everything we sent in was in an acceptable range. So Michelle did a good job. So I don't really have anything else.
Okay. You guys have any questions for Russell?
No.
Okay. Well, water distribution. Gosh.
Where do we start?
Yeah, no. It's been a while since we had a meeting. Let's see, Thursday before last, we were over Woodlawn and dug back up the previous water main break that had been seeping that everybody had been complaining about, and readjusted and retightened the clamp there. Turns out that when it was originally fixed, that the guy that tightened down the clamp originally didn't tighten it down enough. So all that they avoided, but he has been verbally reminded to double check his work because this is the second one in 1 month that he's done that too. Which you get in a hurry, middle of the night, you want to go home, that kind of thing. But still, certain quality work is expected. The next day, so not last Friday, but Friday before, there was a contractor at Webster West Packaging that was fixing a fire line. He was from, can't remember, somewhere in Ohio. For some reason, the owners called him in to fix their fire line, but we actually showed up and helped him fix the fire line there. It was an 8-inch and it required a clamp, and so we helped him do all that and assisted how we could. So it was actually in the middle of their parking lot, so it was an issue for them. Last, was it Thursday? One of my distribution guys had a accident at the intersection of State and Walnut and totaled his work vehicle. So totaled it. Well, I don't have a final judgment on it from the insurance, but it's going to be totaled. The front end is caved in and the airbags were deployed. So
which truck was
it? One of the 2017 half tons. So thankfully him and the other person that he hit both walked away with no injuries.
Who was at fault?
The other person, not our employee.
Good.
At least that's, she jumped out of her vehicle and admitted fault for turning in front of him, and that's what I gotta get the police report tomorrow, but that's what the officer said it was going to reflect. So beyond that, I don't believe I have anything else for distribution. Moving on to the plant, I've started submitting information, working through a 3-page list of needed items and information to the Lockmuller Group for our asset management plan. So that's anytime I get a free moment, which is not a lot here lately. I'm working on trying to check as many things as I can off as quick as I can off, because there's a deadline on the asset management plan and everything. So beyond that, the plant itself is actually running well. There's been no issues. It's really all I've got for now.
Did you get a chance to check what I called you about the other day over on Main Street?
Yeah, it's the French drain over there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same spot it's been for 20 years. So
just couldn't imagine it being that wet as dry as it's been.
Well, the issue with that is that that's only allows a slow flow of water out of there. And it's always been like that. I mean, so I became superintendent in 18. 19 was when we had a major drought. And even though we were doing like water conservations that year, there was no water seeping out of that. So I don't know if it's not designed properly or it's just oversized and it holds that much water or what, but it's been an issue ever since, or not an issue, it's been a call-in ever since I started.
When it's this dry or dry like it has been, where's the water, where's it coming from?
The underground French drain system. So I don't know exactly how a French drain works. I assume it holds a lot of water and just seeps out over time. And I'm
And
guessing,
that's kind of what you did. It's Crestwood. That's kind of a French drain. You know, you got a gravel bed and you got your pipe
Mhm.
and gravel on top, and the water will just lay in that trench, and it eventually gets into the pipe and out. A lot of times you can even do that with just gravel.
Yeah.
Gravel will just absorb it.
I mean, definitely, always let us know when there's a concern and everything, because there is a main on that side of the road and everything. But yeah, I checked it out. Actually, it was while I was checking that out, I stopped at the plant, used the restroom, and that's when Michael left and got in his accident. So he was going to a call out.
Where's that? Where are we talking about?
Behind the Swifty up here, just off the main street.
Now
That substation, power substation right there. And there's always,
that grassy area there, where the alley comes out on Main.
I mean, I've seen it where it's run down the road. It's been that way for I don't know how many times we did exploratory digging there.
both departments have dug there
Yeah,
before.
we
I think they even redid it at some point, probably 10 plus years ago.
yeah, they did it when they did some work on the tanks. They did it, but I mean, we've probably been up there off and on for last 10, 12 years, probably.
So, I don't have anything else unless you guys got something.
Thing for Will?
I got a couple more things that I forgot. Last week, Rob O'Mara called and they purchased a Mr. Manhole. Roger probably knows what that is. And they wanted to do 2 of our manholes as a demonstration. So basically what it is, it's a gigantic hole saw. You drill down, and then it grabs the blacktop and the casting, pulls it up. Then you just put your new casting on, put your blacktop around it, and you're good to go. I mean, if you drive in Columbus, you'll see where all the manholes are round around them. That's probably a Mr. Manhole or a knockoff of a Mr. Manhole. O'Mara did those 2. We furnished the casting, but they did them as a demonstration. They won't cost us anything. So
Are they coming down State Street or where are you gonna do them at?
they already did them. They did them last Thursday. It's
Where
on
at?
Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge? Okay.
Gonna say if they wanted to test one, they could do that one in front of my house. That thing is, that's irritating as hell.
They did on Oak Ridge.
It's a pretty slick machine.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they did it when they're trying it.
So the one on Oak Ridge they did, they buried it when they blacktop. So we did that one. So we did have to dig it up. So, and then back to stormwater over there on Wheeler Lane where we've been over there. I don't know how many times in the last 7 or 8 years, digging it out and redo it. It needs it again. So I'm gonna fix it this time where we don't have to be back over there. We're gonna put in a kind of what we did at Crestwood, the pipe in, and a couple little catch basins, and be done with it because it's every year that we're over there digging it out. I mean, we paid O'Mara's pretty good money about 4 or 5 years ago to dip it out, and it just people throw everything in it, throw their leaves in it, their brush in it, and it just gets all built back up. You got to do it about every year, at least every 2 years. So we're gonna solve it with some perforated pipe and gravel bed and all that. So even if they throw their brush on it, the water's still going to filter down through it.
Yeah.
I haven't got a price from Clint yet on it. So
One good fix would probably equal 3, 4, 5 years of us having to go back and take
yeah,
care
I
of it.
mean, it's just it's just might as well do it right and be done with it. I'm in the office. I mean, Kara talked like that they picked up a lot of good information at the conference, and that she would give a update next meeting on it. But
Right.
said they picked up a lot of the new system, how it's going to work, and yeah, I know they had written down several questions that they wanted to get answered up there. So I think it was a pretty good meeting for them.
One suggestion when we go to the new software that I made to Kara earlier today is that we potentially could set up a kiosk out in the foyer. That way it would help expedite people in and out of the office, because I know there were several times today that I was down in the office, because I was in the office for about 6 hours, and that line started to back up. It wasn't Mackenzie was going as fast as she could, but there were still people coming and going. Of course, it's the first of the month, but
Yeah.
But a kiosk would help. People could just come up and pay and not have to deal with anybody and go. So
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And Kara was okay with that idea. So it's really the only comment I have.
That it? Okay, I have claims in the amount of $62,368.67. Could I have a motion to approve the claims?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Roger makes a motion, Don seconds. 3-0. Sue, did you ever get on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can now, can you hear?
Yes. Sorry. Today I forwarded additional appropriations and transfers to Will for the water, and then I will follow with that end of the year, so to speak, a bookkeeping process with sewer as soon as possible. I'm working with Russell on chemicals. I think that's about it, but that's just getting rid of any negative balances in the line appropriations, which is not allowed in the state, for our bookkeeping purposes. And I think I will be doing the sales tax calculation for water, and that should be it then.
Okay.
Was there anything else, guys, Will or Russell, that you wanted me to talk about or anything?
I don't have anything else.
Okay.
I'm good.
I do have a question for you, but I don't want to raise it right now.
Oh, yes. I saw where you called right before, but I was on I had a phone call and I couldn't get him off.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, anything else, Sue?
I was going to say, I know that you had asked what you do about the minutes. You'll just have to delay approving them until the next meeting.
Right.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
City Council.
I went, but there wasn't really nothing for us. I mean, the budget hearing lasted about 3 minutes, maybe. I mean, there was no public comment there on the budget at the meeting. Now they had 10 days to email any concerns around that. I had not heard. They went to Charlie, then, he's out till next Monday. So,
Well, there goes my issue.
yeah, I don't think he'll be back to next Monday.
With it,
New
business.
in front of Terry, there's we've been talking about the lift truck for quite some time, and we got 80,000 budgeted in it that we want to encumber. So I went on and spec'd out a truck and got 3 bids on the truck. So we can hopefully get one of them approved and be able to let Charlie know, and he can encumber that money. That we won't lose that money, for when we buy the truck next year. Now I've got money budgeted that we can pay the excess next year in the budget also.
You said today that when we talked that you didn't want to take delivery of it until after the first of the year. I'd say pretty good chance it probably won't be in until
It won't.
the first
I don't
of the
think
year.
it will. If it's in before the first year, it's going to be mid-December. So
So you got time to
nobody
get it.
either probably invoice it till the first year anyway.
And if it drags on a little bit more of that, hell, the plants will shut down for 2 weeks.
I mean, even if it did get before
You have
if it
it.
did get before the first of the year, Sue and I talked today, there's money enough between the 80,000 we're cumbering and what's left in our depreciation fund that we could probably pay for it.
You could also probably lease it for a month, couldn't you? And then
I mean,
that paperwork's
Sue
probably-
doesn't think that's a good idea
Yeah.
because we got the money.
Yeah.
Got the money budgeted. So,
yeah, better take this out. Excuse me. Hello? Missed. We're about done anyway.
Okay, well, we got 3 bids here, so let's see what we got. Now, this is on a 1-ton four-wheel drive chassis with a reinforced utility body to handle a crane.
Yeah.
The old crane truck that they've got, the 06, powertrain's great. It's a Duramax with an Allison, but it's a rust bucket.
Mhm.
when we're pulling a pump, one guy's got to hold the plug a certain way, and then that way the crane will work. So and this one's got a considerably bigger crane on it. It's a 42, I think it's 4,200 pound crane.
The back compartments in the box, if I remember correctly, are rusted out and they can't put anything back there.
They've taken all the tools out of it
Yeah, it's,
because they fall out going down the road.
yeah, like a junk wagon going up the road.
But again, it's a 2006, so it's served its useful life.
Okay, this one is Country Chevrolet. This is on 36,3500 regular cab 4-wheel drive gas cabin chassis with a knapheide service body and the crane. Total price of $103,798. This one is from John Jones in Corden. So the same chassis and the same service body, which service bodies from
Same outfit.
about 3 different places.
Yeah.
And of course, Russell has specified a knapheide body, which is by far the best. They have the longest life of any of the service bodies out there. John Jones' bid is $104,099.
I told him you'd probably have a full drive with some water meters in it.
Chevrolet Greensburg. One, 140.
Terry, can you repeat that again? I didn't hear the price.
Oh, the name, Lakewood Chevrolet.
The Greensburg one, yeah.
This time, we need a motion to proceed.
I make a motion to buy from Country.
Roger makes motion, Don seconds, all in favor? Okay,
Thank you.
tell him to get on. Does anybody have anything else? Any questions, comments? Anything for,
Will's got a operators meeting here on Wednesday for.
I'm sorry, has what?
Got a alliance meeting here where they, people have to get their credit hours, and we're having one out to fairgrounds. There'll be people at the meeting, and then there'll also be people online. Most likely, there'll be more people online than there was at the meeting.
Yeah.
So,
As of the end of last week, only 10 people had signed up to be in person, so. And half of them were my people, so.
Half of them were what? Your guys?
I would bet they would be at least 30 or 30 or more online, probably.
Yeah.
The way it was whenever the meeting I had out there back in February. So.
Okay, if nobody has anything else,
Since Lindsay ain't here, we got to stay on eye or what?
I guess.
I'll make a motion.
Don makes a motion. 3-0, second. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sue, you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, give me just a second.